Hi, welcome to Placid News TV. Nnamdi Kanu's outburst in the courtroom. Did Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, committed any crime in the courtroom before Justice Binta Nyako during his trial on Monday, 10th February 2025? An Igbo man, Joe Vika, has reacted to Nnamdi Kanu's trial. In his view, he said that Nnamdi Kanu is facing persecution not because he's a Biafran, but because he's an Igbo man. He further narrated how other ethnic nationalities, someone like Igboho and Meati Allah, have done worse than what they claimed Nnamdi Kanu has done, but none are in detention. Relax, sit back, and watch this video. Don't fail to subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Hello, you're welcome. I remain Chovika. It's no longer in news that the heavy drama took place at the High Court, Abuja, where the trial of Nnamdi Kanu is ongoing. It came to a climax when he reacted the way he reacted. Many have given their interpretation. Some condemned it, some applauded him. Among those who applauded him said this is a boldness to the climax. While some said this is a fearless man. I even one had said this is the king of kings of whatever he calls himself. And that is their own opinion. Some people have also reached out to me and said, your brother Nnamdi Kanu is working his matter. On Twitter, I saw Malam Bashir, who reacted that this is the height of arrogancy displayed by Nnamdi Kanu to the point of insulting the Chief Judge, Binta Nyako, Justice Binta Nyako. In my own way, I just want to take a little time to react on all the incidents that happened today at the court. Permit me to give you a little clips of what happened at the court, and before I make my analysis known. Let's go there.
Binta Nyako said today, for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyako is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem.
I believe you heard him. His case is being used as a case to exonerate those who are standing trial, according to Nnamdi Kanu. Now, when there was an interview with one of the counsel, he says, yes, that particular action was uncalled for, actually, but at the same time, this is a man that have gone through series of inhuman, will I use the word inhuman treatment or marginalization? And that was exactly why he started the agitation, which everybody is complaining that he has no reasonable right to engage in self-determination. But I want to believe, I'm not a lawyer, based on popular opinion, that everybody has right for self-determination. Now, having taken a look at the incident that happened, I want to tell you something. Remember, Sunday Igboho was also among those people that were fighting for self-determination. Today, both of them committed the same offense at the same time. Sunday Igboho has been left freely walking in and out Nigeria. When I brought the issue of Sunday Igboho, I had one useless human being, I call him a useless man, called Omo Kirikiri. Omo Kirikiri tweeted and said that the case of Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, they are not the same. He posted a video where Nnamdi Kanu was calling for the demolition, the burning down of Jagaban's house during NSAS protests. That was one of his brokers, one of the problems it caused in Nigeria. Then I replied in that particular, yes, he did those brokers. We cannot deny it. He instigated violence according to you. But the truth remains, it was not done in Nigeria. And that was why he was exonerated. He was set free. He was declared he was given bail, which Buhari government stood on it, refused to grant him bail. So, if you think he was wrong, why would he have been given that opportunity to exercise his freedom? Because the crime was not committed in Nigeria. They came back and tried to twist it and forgot about that the case was committed in London. Ordinarily, he should have been charged in London, or London would give the jurisdiction to Nigeria to try him, but they never did. Rather, they twist the count charges. Now, if you want to talk about he was violent in his own, that Igboho was not violent, what about the Mieti Allah, who was violent? They have the proliferation of military power in Nigeria, was arrested. The Mieti Allah threatened, and he was released. What about him? A Mieti Allah is a dreaded group that is known for their terrorist act, but they have driven to be labeled them terrorists. You remember when we have a 3-trailer load of corpses being taken to the grave, mass grave in Benue State? That was about 3-4 years ago. Mieti Allah identified and claimed the responsibility of that heinous crime against humanity in Benue, and has consistently and continuously claiming all the evil attack being made against the Benue people. Whenever there's any Fulani headers attack in Benue, they have claimed the responsibility. Why have they not treated him the way they treated Nnamdi Kanu? Why haven't they kept him in custody, kept that man in custody? But they release him because he's from the north. The truth of the matter, why Nnamdi Kanu is going through all this is because he's an Igbo man. Some of my Igbo people will complain and say, no, he's overdoing, he's worsening his case. Truly, what worse can someone experience when you have been discharged and you are still kept in custody? Is Israel and Nigeria worsening their case or worsening his case? He that is down fears no for. He's already down. So there's nothing to be afraid of. He had to voice out. This man told her, I don't want this woman to try me. She is biased. That is his right to be given another lawyer. Does it mean that Nigeria doesn't have another justice to try him? Why are they adamant on making sure they try him by the same woman that have also volunteered to withdraw from the case? Why? You say he insulted the woman. Nigeria have already insulted the law by not adhering to the rules of engagement, by not following the rules of the law. So it's a bastardized country. It's a country that law doesn't work. So whatever he does, that is according to what God will. When the society is mad, it takes a madman to strive through. So you have to follow the country with madness. That's my own judgment. So if they have violated their own law, Nnamdi Kanu is acting upon what is already the precedent that has been set by the judiciary, by the chief judge, violating the court order. So he never did anything contrary to what the justice and Nigerian system is doing. They're all the same. This is my analysis, and this is my point. Those who say that he's worsening his case is already worsened. Taking a retrospective analysis of the why Nnamdi Kanu is suffering, the only truth, and which remains the truth, is because he is an Igbo man. Not because he's a Biafran. As far as I'm concerned, there is difference from Biafran and Igbo. Depends on what you believe. Just like some people who are Igbo original refuse to believe they are Igbos. Not because of, he's not suffering because of Biafra. He's suffering because an Igbo man. Why do I say so? Remember, since after the war broke out because of what is being meted against the Igbos. Mainly, those people that were murdered in cold blood in Kanu and other places. Remember, the killing started right from 1940 something until the day the war broke out. Most of them are Igbos. Our brothers joined us from the Niger Delta area, according to the name they have today. And there was a war. Since that war, the Igbo man has never been forgiven. If you tell me that it's because of Biafra, you fought a war with your own people. They say your people sabotaged you, that you lost the war, because they could not bring food from their own area. That was what, if not for the food, the hunger, Igbo man would have stood their ground and win that battle. Now, after the war, the properties that were located in River State were declared abandoned properties with the same people you fought the war with, the same battle with, and you tell me that they are part of you. They fought the war with you. At the end of the day, they seize your property and say it's an abandoned property. After the war, the Igbo man were the only people that were subjected to be given 20 pounds, and they survived with only 20 pounds. After the war, the unforgiving spirit of the Nigerian is still on the Igbos till today. That is why an Igbo man can never be the president of this country. If you like, win the whole race, win with the 200 billion margin. An Igbo man has been vowed not to be the president of this country because of the Biafran war. That's why they allowed Goodluck Jonathan, because they know he's not an Igbo man, even if he has by origin, but by association, he's not an Igbo man. You know, there are three ways to be a citizen of a nation: naturalization, by birth, and by marriage. But by birth, they are Igbos. I mean, Goodluck Jonathan and the River State. But by naturalization, they say they're not. They have naturalized wherever they say to belong. You can't force someone to belong to you. The way they treat us has remained the same. When showing glaring evidence that they say they are not Igbos. Forget about the man that was made the Johannes General, President General. But his people have ostracized him and say it doesn't belong to them. We know by birth they are Igbos, but they say by association and by naturalization, but whatever ways, they've refused to be Igbo. You can't force them. And that is why today they can be given opportunity to be, look at Wike. It's indirectly the president of Abuja. Because if it's an Igbo man, they can't give him that position. Any day he claims to be Igbo, then he will lose that position. That's why today he will tell you, I'm not an Igbo man. So the truth of the matter is because Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. That is why he is going through all he's going through. Therefore, any day Igbo man will stop this issue of Biafra and fight for Igbo man's freedom, that is the day our freedom will come. Quote me right, hate me, and that is it. Because he can't be fighting a battle with those who are working against you. He can't be answering a collective name you bear with your enemy. They are indirectly our enemies, whether you like it or not. Because they have never forgiven the Igbos for not supporting them or allowing them to, when they started the issue of self-determination by Aziboro. That spirit is still there. That's why they sabotage the war, and other things they meted against the Igbos. Today, the day one will be free is the day he will tell himself, I'm an Igbo, fight for Igbo freedom.